вам желаем здоровья, счастья, процветания, благополучия, огромного роста вашему бизнесу.
Known for comfort, quality, durability, the skin off a pineapple. And here we have the knife of meat. It's just awesome. And then the Santoku. Check out this hollowed ground edge, good for easy release. Here's our chef's knife, made of premium grade German stainless steel using a drop forged method. If you get an edge on this knife, you're going to keep an edge on this knife. Think about the design features in this knife as well. They're made with you in mind. But when we hold this knife here on the bolster, which is the center of balance, not only we're safe, but we have control. It doesn't happen. You need to actually think about your fingers. Finger front, thumb behind, and using the rocking motion of the knife to get those really thin slices. I mean, to me, this is part of cooking. This is why I'm passionate about the food, is because nice clean cuts make for nice clean food. So let's take a potato, for example. We want to slice it. I've barreled it already. Thinking about safety, thumb behind, 4 fingers front, and using it as slicing down motion. And when you get a little better, you get a little quicker. So just push that to the side. I mean, that's just basic everyday vegetable preparation. If you're making dinner, you're doing stir fries and risottos and soups and things like that, you're always going to use this particular knife. Now let's say we can do a zucchini, for example. See, the slices just come straight off. It's not sticking to it. And then we want to make a salad. We might do a little julienne. Slice back the other way. And just like this. Back the other way. A fine dice of zucchini. I mean, the Santoku, the sharp face of the blade. We can also use the tip of the knife to actually get that little extra oyster right there behind the bone. Every chef loves that little oyster part. And then taking it, there you have the Maryland. We break that piece of chicken in half, then you have the drumstick, then you have the thigh. Now this is what I really like about this particular knife. It's the sharp nose where I can actually debone the thigh itself. Obviously a lot easier when it comes to feeding the children. You can take the bone out. You don't have to worry about them choking on it. Simple. Meat-free bone. There you have your thigh. Then it's a matter of taking the breast off. So we start here. Now there's a center piece here. It's called the breastplate. We run the knife right along that, down, and then we run along the rib cage. And the knife basically follows the contour of the chicken. So we separate the bone there with ease. Then if we wanted to trim that up even further, we wanted to French the bone, for example, we would take it here, we would separate through that joint, we could take the knife here and basically just trim the bone, just to clean it of all the meat. It's basically just refining the dish itself. Then within the same context, think about filleting a piece of beef or trimming the sinew off something. Because of the sharp nose on it, we can get under the sinew and holding it up at a 25-degree angle and just working along with the knife. It really is a good all-round knife for preparing a lot of meats and doing a lot of butchery. So if we take a tomato, for example, and we want to take that little end of it out, basically running your knife, using the tip of the knife being light and sharp, just to remove that core in one go. It's part of refining the dish. All right, let's say we wanted to take the core out of an apple. The little fella couldn't chew through that. Cut through your apple, give you a half, then into a quarter, and then to take the core of it out in one go. There you've basically taken all the seeds and the heart of the apple out. Then let's say we wanted a radish, for example, for a salad. Basically, just cut it in half, maybe into quarters, and then into eighths. Stay within the contour of the vegetable itself, so it still looks like a radish. With safety, fingers front, thumbs behind. Rather than doing this, getting rough cuts, the idea is to in, out, in, out, in, out. All right? Too easy. Take the pineapple for example. What do I do with this thing? Too easy. The idea is to take the top off, take nice slices, then following the contour of the pineapple, running around the edge. This way you're not going to waste it, you're just removing the skin and the husk. So think about summer, pineapple, juice, then taking it in half. And then maybe with your other knife, or even this one's fine. Just slices like this. And it really is delicious. Bye-bye. So the pineapple just onto your plate like that. So thin slices are made really easily. I could even do it with my eyes closed. And there you have the slicer. It basically does all the work for you. Think about those big jagged teeth. Be careful, make sure you're safe. And never leave them sitting in a kitchen sink. It's an accident waiting to happen. So after you've dried them, just replace them. You use the iCook knife sharpener, open it, place your hand firmly on the cover, then place the knife on the bottom slot and pull the knife back toward you. About 5 passes over the ceramic sharpening wheel will sharpen the knife blades. Remember not to sharpen the serrated slicer knife. The multi-purpose shears can be sharpened easily as well, using the same process on the upper section. Using the sharpener will promise peak performance. iCook. Cook healthier, live better.